Over the past several weeks, you have been writing your own Magic 11 chunks, and now it is time to put them all together in one Magic 11 paragraph. So I would like you to open up the social offenses outline and take a look at the different directions and tips that I've given you. So you're going to start with a topic sentence. Remember, your topic sentence introduces the topic but does not give away all three claims. It's not a thesis, it's just a topic sentence. So I have given you an example, and you are welcome to use my example of topic sentence and conclusion sentence as your own. I care most about your claim, evidence, and analysis. Those must be original in your own work. But my example topic sentence says, throughout the play, nearly every character in Romeo and Juliet is seen committing one or more social offense. Okay, so I've introduced the topic, given you your information. Then you should have your three pieces of claim, evidence, and analysis, your three chunks. So double check that your claims give separate social offenses and that they start with a transition word. So my example was, first, after helping the servant read Capulet's list, Romeo and his friends showed up to the Capulet party without an invitation. So this is an example of one social offense that happened in Romeo and Juliet. Then I give my evidence. So an evidence is an example, a quotation, or an idea from the text, and it must be cited and it must be introduced. So I introduce it by saying, in fact, the servant specifically said, and then I have my direct quote, if you not be of the house of Montague, I pray come and crush a cup of wine. Then I have my citation. So I've cited it Shakespeare 1004. There's no commas, there's no extra anything in there. It's just the last name and the page number, and the period is at the end of my citation. Double check that your citations are correct and that every piece of evidence has a citation. Then third, you're going to do an analysis. So your analysis explains why the evidence proves the claim and how the claim supports the topic sentence. So my evidence says, even though he was not invited, Romeo selfishly decided to attend the party because he knew Rosaline would be there. In doing this, Romeo angered Tybalt, who has now vowed to get revenge on Romeo. So those three sentences are my first Magic 11 chunk, which you should have written already. You've written three of them. You're going to put them together, chunk 1, chunk 2, and chunk 3, and then a conclusion sentence. Your conclusion sentence just restates the topic sentence and finalizes the paragraph. Again, you can use my conclusion sentence if you want to. So mine says, in conclusion, the characters of Romeo and Juliet involve themselves in various offensive actions and make poor choices to create the drama of the story. If you want to write your own conclusion sentence, cool. That's up to you. Some tips to remember when you are reviewing your paragraph is every claim should have a transition word. Okay, first, furthermore, next, finally, any transition word will do, but your claims have to have transition words. Every evidence needs a citation, so double check that you've done them correctly, and I've given you an example of a citation. So this is the end of the quote. I have my quotation mark. There's nothing in between the quotation mark and the parentheses. Then I have my citation and the period at the end. And then every piece of evidence needs to be introduced. So don't drop your quote. You need to introduce your quote by saying, Friar Lawrence said, in Act 1, whatever, right? So you need to introduce your quotes. Okay, so once you've gotten your three chunks together with an introduction and a conclusion, I want you to take a look at this full example. So this is what an entire Magic 11 paragraph is going to look like, and this is how you will be formatting it. So this is done in MLA format, which means it is in Times New Roman, size 12, and it's double spaced. So everything on your paper should be in size 12, Times New Roman, double spaced. You can add a heading or a topic if you want, like a title, but you don't have to. It could look just like this, and it would be perfectly fine. So at the very top of your page, not in the header, but at the top of the first page, I want you to write your name first and last, my name, English 1, and the date. Not 1/10/21, but January 10th, 2021, or whatever day it is, but write it out completely. Then you're going to put everything together in one paragraph. It may feel like you should have three separate paragraphs, but this is one Magic 11 paragraph. Indent it, and then never indent again. Just add everything together. You'll notice that my example just has the same claim written over and over and over, but that's because I didn't want to take too many claims away from you. I wanted you to have lots of social offenses to choose from. So check that your Magic 11 paragraph looks something like this before you're ready to turn it in. Then, once you're done and you're confident that you're good, you have to copy and paste your Magic 11 into this OneDrive assignment. So the reason that we're copying pasting is because we're sending this to the grade network and we need to get this in a OneDrive push assignment. So when you open up your assignment, it'll look a little bit different, but basically you're going to click up here to My Documents. I know it doesn't say that there, but click My Document, and when you open it up, it will just be a blank Word document. So when I get to my blank Word document, I'm just going to copy and paste my paragraph right in here. You may have to change the font and the size again. I don't know if it'll save your formatting or not, but make sure that it's Times New Roman size 12. And then once you're done, be sure to hit Submit. And then I can see that everybody is done with their Magic 11 paragraph.